What's up, people? Welcome back to the program. Let's talk serious for a second, okay? Now, I've attracted some guys that are out there, that the doomsdayers, so to speak. Everybody's saying how they inevitably saw this coming. All the people saying that this is the end of the empire. We're the Roman Empire of the 21st century. Our time has run its course. You know what? As much as I like to call for the end of days, deep down inside, I believe America will prevail through all of this. Because we're still the best nation on the planet. Granted, nobody likes us around the world. But we do and want the common good for the globe. Deep down inside, we may look like a racist, gun-toting lunatic nation, but the majority of us want peace and prosperity. Now, if you're coming into my chat room talking about the downfall of America, as much as I want traffic on the website, please avoid me, okay? Because right now it's not fun anymore, okay? If you're calling for the downfall of America, stay the heck away from me, okay? Because I've had family members, friends that have served for the United States Armed Forces to protect our interests, to make sure this country can thrive. And without the World War II veterans, we wouldn't even be a country. I'd probably be dead or not even born. My grandparents ran from the Nazis. At least we were there to protect them. So I can't say anything about how much I love this country and how I believe that we're going to go forward from here. Now, obviously you can't start buying stocks because panic has gripped us. Panic will supersede any fundamental or any technical thing that you could look at as far as any stock market is concerned. But here's what I want to talk to you about. It is coming, options expiration is coming, and that's next week. The market, in theory, can't go down every single day. Granted, it's been taking massive chunks out of our financial wealth. At the same time, maybe there won't be an up move. But I'm going to be betting that there's going to be an up move maybe today, probably sometime next week. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at stocks, trading below strike values on some options. For instance, if we're looking at a $12 stock, or if we're looking at a stock that was 15 just a short while ago, maybe last week, and the stock's under 10, we're going to be wanting to look at those $10 calls for next week, which we're probably going to be able to get relatively cheap. Now, if we do have a rally, for every nickel or dime option that you buy, if the stock could just rally a point below that above that strike, you're going to turn your nickel or dime into a buck. That's how we're going to make money. What I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be searching for some stocks. I mean, there are stocks that I liked at 20 that are now trading at $7. So even if this thing bounces 3 points, that's not too hard to imagine happening. Percentage-wise, it's huge, but considering where a lot of these stocks have come from, the first up move, whether it be a bottom or whatever it's calling, whatever you want to call it, I'm not saying that we're going to find the bottom. Because what I was saying is that I thought the market was going to go back to shock and awe. Do you remember shock and awe was when we started bombing Afghanistan? Everybody got excited because there's nothing like a good old-fashioned bombing to make America smile, and the market took off. That's when the Qs were at 27. I forgot about what the Dow Jones was at. So somebody hit the reset button, and I figured we were going to go back to the Qs at 27. We might still get there, but somewhere between today and next Friday, I think we're going to have a substantial rally. Not really going out on a limb, calling for a rally, an oversold rally, whatever you want to call it. And again, I'm not saying that that might be the situation where you could just buy and hold and be safe for the rest of your life. And if you are planning on holding on to stocks, you have to be looking 10 years down the road, seriously. But what are stocks that I'm looking at right now that I've been adding to my portfolio are stocks that I think could either double, minimum, triple, might even quadruple over the next 10 years. So I'm looking at stocks that, regardless of what they do today in the next 4 or 5 days, I'm holding on to the hope that America's not going away. Okay? We've been through all kinds of crazy things. This is something new and exciting, but you know what? This will be a cleansing of it all. I thought we had learned lessons from Enron and WorldCom that you should actually check their books before a catastrophe. Because nobody even knew what Enron was. Oh, how'd they make you money? Nobody even understood what they were doing, but it didn't matter because the stock market was going up, and the stock was going up every day, so nobody cared. WorldCom, all that stuff. But now, we're going to have to, punish everybody for what they've done. And we've been punished. I think this is it. Okay? The market down pretty much 50% from its highs. That's a pretty substantial punishment. Now, we're looking at stocks that we think have value. What's value? Value is something that is pretty much perceived. If you believe that somebody will be willing to pay more for something at a later date, then it has value to you. But nothing has value right now because nobody is looking more than 2 days down the road. So you have to be real careful. That's why I'm saying if you want to give something a shot, I'm going to start giving you lists of stocks that you could look at for next week that are trading below strike values, where you're going to be able to pick up some cheap options. And if you hit 1 out of 20, it's going to make up for all the nickels and dimes that you lose. All right, let's get to this. Oil's probably going to be back down to $40 a barrel, so that's eventually going to help us. And there has to be an oversold rally. There has to be, okay? It's inevitable. It's going to happen. It might last 1 day or just even a half a day, but be ready, and I'll be there to guide you. All right, I'll see you soon.